2021 Kia Sportage Redesign, Interior, Release Date, X. The popular crossover has been around for some time, but it looks like the 2021 Kia Sportage won't receive any bigger change. The current generation is on the market since 2015 and many experts expected to see a mid-cycle refresh in the next year. However, it looks like this won't happen and that the current generation will remain the same. On the other side, a complete overhaul is expected already for the 2022 model years. All this indicates that the 2021 Kia Sportage will continue in the same way, with familiar design characteristics and features. Of course, there is always enough space for new pieces of standard equipment, but things will generally remain the same. On the other side, styling and mechanics will remain untouched. You may count on familiar engines as well. All in all, there's no reason why we would expect to see this model any earlier than in the last quarter of 2020. 2021 Kia Sportage Redesign. In terms of base design characteristics, things will definitely remain the same. As you may presume, this crossover rides on the same platform as Hyundai Tucson. The two models are identical in many ways, particularly in terms of mechanics. The same chassis and engines are the thing you may expect from this one. This also means similar design characteristics, which ensure strong driving dynamics and overall performances. The Sportage offers composed handling and solid driving dynamics, but it is also a good-looking crossover, despite it hasn't changed too much since the initial launch 5 years ago. For the next year, we don't expect to see any particular change in terms of aesthetics. Some reports were suggesting that the 2021 Kia Sportage might get a new face, just it's the case with the Chinese version of this model, which is known as KX5. However, such changes don't seem very likely at this moment. Interior. The cabin is probably one of the strongest points of this crossover, and the 2021 Kia Sportage will continue in the same way. The thing we like about it is that the dashboard looks very upscale. It doesn't come with any fancy styling solutions, but rather with a classical approach. On the other side, the overall quality is great. Most surfaces are soft to touch, while the final touches seem impressive. The 2021 Kia Sportage won't come just with well-built, but also with a high level of comfort. The front seats are massive and supportive, while higher trims offer leather upholstery, heating function, etc. The second row is also quite generous in terms of comfort. On the other side, the cargo area is a little bit smaller compared to rivals. You may count on about 31 cubic feet behind the seats and 60 cubic feet of the overall cargo space. Features. In terms of standard equipment, base versions are already quite generous in terms of tech goodies. You may count on things like an 8-inch touchscreen, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a 6-speaker sound system, Bluetooth, and a USB port. Of course, you can get even more in higher trims. There, you can get things like navigation, satellite radio, wireless phone charging, a second USB port, a Harman Kardon 8-speaker sound system, etc. The Sportage is also very generous in terms of standard safety features. All models are equipped with things like lane keep assist, lane departure warning, a rear-view camera, automatic high beams, and a pre-collision warning and braking system with pedestrian detection. Higher trims also offer things like adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, etc. 2021 Kia Sportage engines. In terms of powertrain, you may count on two familiar engine choices. Base models are equipped with a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder unit, which is good for about 180 horsepower. With such an amount of power, you may count on decent performances, especially if you're looking for something for driving around town. On the other side, if you're looking for something peppier, an Options 2.0-liter Turbo 4 is a much better choice. It features a max output of 240 horsepower and offers pretty respectable driving dynamics. Both engines are coupled with a 6-speed automatic gearbox. The thing we don't like about this crossover is fuel economy. Be ready on below average MPG ratings, no matter the engine you choose. With the base unit, you may count on about 23 mpg in the city and 30 mpg on the highway. On the other side, the Turbo 4 is even thirstier and returns around 20 mpg in the city and 28 mpg on the highway. 2021 Kia Sportage release date and price. When it comes to the 2021 Kia Sportage release date, we expect that the new model will arrive sometime late in 2020. The price should remain pretty much the same, which would mean around $24,000 for the base version.